Hello everyone and welcome back. In this tutorial session I would like to cover a new subject, which is how to do text or to lay text on plane surfaces or curved surfaces or on along a curve. Like for example, you see here is a plane surface. We need to put some text on it. Here is a curved surface. We need to put some text on it, and also if I go to the a curve, I need to put the text along a curve. To do that, I would like to do it on this part here. So this part actually is a simple part. For those who are familiar with Solid Edge, they can build it very easily. But I will include the way to build it for those who would like to practice, like for those who are beginner in Solid Edge, so they can practice with it. So let's go to Solid Edge and see how we're gonna do that. Here is Solid Edge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight the base references angle. Okay, so I'm gonna move the cursor to be on the edge, so it means I'm gonna lock to the top plane. So now let's go to the top plane and start the drawing. So now the dimension of the rectangle will be like 140 by 100. Enter, so it becomes 0 angle. So I'm gonna put it in the center of the page. Now at the edges, I would like to draw circles by center, and the diameter is 20, and I'm gonna include all of them on by what? At the edge here, at the corners. So the first corner, the second corner, the third corner, and the fourth corner. Okay, now what is left now, we need to do the half a circle here. So what we're going to do is the circle will be 70, the diameter is 70, enter. Okay, now I'm going to come to the center of the line here. I'm going to click and put another one at the center of the edge. Okay, the circle for the center here is 60. It's 60, so I'm going to put diameter 60, enter, and then come to the center of that shape, and I'm going to click OK. The main reason I included, I locked to the plane, the top plane, so that I can use the quick trim feature. So I have so I lighted the trim feature. I'm locked to the plane, so all what I can do is I can go just quicker like this. So I'm done, quicker like this. I'm done, quicker like this. I'm done, and quicker like this. I'm done. Let's go to these two, and these two. Very good. So we are able to get the shape. So now let's go to the home, and we will do the extrusion shape face. Click on the face, right click, and we're gonna move down. So let me make it go down. So I'm gonna go down how much? 50. I'm gonna say 50. Enter. Okay, so now I got the part. Just one small thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the part a little bit lighter. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to view override. So I'm gonna choose lights, and instead of 20, I'm gonna make it 75. Okay, this is just something. It's a matter of a test. It's up to you, whatever you wanna get the light. So we are okay. So we're done with the shape. We need to start the process for adding the text. So let's close this one, and then I'm gonna go to home. I choose one of the drawing feature. So I'm gonna choose this line, Why? To allow me to pick the plane. So I'm going to click on this plane, the front plane, and then I'm going to lock to this plane. So I'm going to F3. Okay, I need to go to the front plane, and the first step will be what? I'm going to go to sketching, get the text. A new menu will open. So I need to start typing the text. I need to include it in the front plane. So what I'm going to do is just I need to make the font size here is going to be like 8 millimeter. So I'm going to change that. Space name space dash what information. Okay, I'm gonna say okay. What's gonna happen is, you see this will come, this one here. So I'm gonna try to put it exactly in the middle of the shape here. So what I'm gonna do is just put it in somewhere in the middle. I believe it looks fine to me now. So I'm gonna click. So I put just the text to the face. I need to start the next step. So I'm gonna go to home and go to extrude on the but instead of the face I'm gonna choose a chain, and that's fine. So when I click on any letter, it will highlight the whole chain. Now let me do it like this, so at least I can see if it is outside or inside. So now I need to click on one or right click on one of the letter. Yeah, you see here. If you either go this way or you want to go inside, so it's up to you, whatever you want to do. So what I'm going to say, okay, this is going to be 1.5 millimeter. And very good. Okay, so we were able to do the text on the front on a plain surface. The only thing left now, I'm going to go to view, and I'm going to use part painter. And what I'm going to do, I can choose any color I want. So I select it to be gold, and make sure that you select feature instead of any face or body. We use the other stuff on another YouTube. In a coming YouTube, we're gonna do some has to do with that, to show you how to do a lot of tricks. Okay, so we got the picture on one feature. All what I need to do now is just, if I click on any letter of them, then the whole letters or the thing is got the same color or the same everything. So this will finish the first part about putting text on a plain surface. Let's move to the second part, which mainly is I need to do text on a curved surface. I need to build a plane parallel to this plane, so I can put it here, so I can project the text. So I'm going to say give me a plane. I'm going to click on this plane. When you click on this plane, you create another plane, and then you click at the arrow. So this arrow will move with you, so I can put the plane where I want it. So I'm going to put it at the edge here. So it's about 105. Enter. So this way I created a new plane, which is almost at the tip here. So let me reduce the size so you can see it. Okay. So it's almost at the tip here. So if you look this way, it is at the tip here. Okay, now let's do that. The next step is I'm going to highlight this. I need to have everything on this plane. So I'm going to lock to this plane, F3. So now I see F3 in the corner, and can go to the right plane. So anything I'm going to do is going to be exactly on the same plane. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go to sketching, text, the menu will come. And then we need to decide about the font. In this case, I'm going to use 7. And then, see, I didn't type enter. Just then type the text. It should be okay. And then what I say, I need to have solid edge tutorial. Okay, so solid edge tutorial, and then enter, and then I'm gonna put my name, Dr. dot m. Okay, so now I need to make it in the center, so I'm gonna just put some spacings here. Very good, good enough. Okay, so now I'm gonna say solid edge tutorial. If I did a mistake in the typing, just forget me. Just I need to demonstrate the concept. Say okay. So now I got this, the same thing like happened last time. So this one with me. Now I can put it anywhere I want, in the top, in the bottom, or whatever. So I'm gonna put it in the center. So when I look at the center here, okay, that's good enough. Okay, so we're gonna say okay, here it is. As you can see, it's still in a plane. It is not on the surface yet. So what we need to do now, the next step is to project that to the surface. So how to do that? Okay, so let's zoom to this location. No. Okay. Okay, no. Okay, so now let's. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Anyway. So I'm gonna go to surfacing, project. Okay, so when you click on the project. Okay, so now it came here. So you need to choose, make sure that you have it under a chain. So then when you click, the whole thing will be clicked. So chain, you say okay. So now I need to project where. So I want to choose the surface where I'm going to project. So I'm going to reduce the surface, and I'm going to click on this surface, say okay, and say okay. Now you will see the arrow here, the red arrow. You see the red arrow? You want it outside or inside? I need it to project to the left, not to the right. So I'm going to click. Now it is projected on the surface itself. So we say finish, cancel. Now let's make it fit so I can see it better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna highlight the stuff I just typed, the text. So I want to get rid of it. I'm gonna delete it so at least it doesn't bother me while I'm doing my work. Okay, so I was able to project the text on the surface. It's the curved surface. Now the next step is I'm gonna zoom to this area. Yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna do we're gonna use the feature of add normal to the surface. So it's called normal protrusion, or normal protrusion. Okay, so I'm gonna click on normal protrusion. Now we're gonna use a chain, but chain here, but in this case is gonna be when you click on any letter, it's gonna be just the whole letter is a whole chain. So this L is a chain, this one is a chain. The O and the D, they have two, one outside and one inside. Same for D. E is fine. D is inside and outside. G is fine. One loop, one loop, one loop, one loop, one loop. Inside and outside, outside and inside. The R and the one inside. One loop. The A and the one inside. The L, one loop. Outside, inside. R, one loop, one loop. M, one loop. O, H, E, inside. Okay, so once I selected all of them, the next step is what? Just to accept the selection. Okay, so now I'm going to say okay. The next step here, what happened? You see this arrow here, the red arrow? At the first letter S on solid edge, so the red arrow. Okay, if the arrow up, it means it's going to go outside. If the arrow down, it means go inside. So we're going to choose what? Up, because I want to make it outside. Okay, so now I got the protrusion. So I'm gonna say finish, cancel. Now how can I choose the feature? So what I'm gonna do, I'll go to view, part painter. It will maintain the last feature I did, which is gold and feature. And so now I'm gonna just go to one of the letter, click on it, and then it's gonna adopt the selection. Okay, so now we were able, and then I'm gonna say close. So this way I was able to, let me do it fit. So I was able to do what? Both for the flat surface and round surface. We will start the third part of the text around along a curve line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select one of these drawing tool, or okay, circle by center is fine. Okay, so now when I go click at any point in the top surface, so get a surface, just click on F3, means that I'm locked to the top here. So now I'm gonna go to circle by center. The diameter is 85. When I click top, when I click here, so I put it here, it is locked to the surface. So now I'm in the surface. Let me draw a line making an angle, certain angle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a line here. That's a good one. Okay, so I'm gonna click OK. Now the next step, right click to get out. So I draw just a line about right. So now what I'm gonna do, now we need to make a mirror of this line to the other side so it can be actually symmetric. So I'm gonna say, okay, mirror of this line about this line, vertical line, so you get the other one. Okay, now I'm done with that. Now the next step is what? To trim. And now this is why I was locked, so I can use the quick trim. So I'm gonna move like this and this. Okay, so now I have the curve, and I need to put the text along the curve. So how are we gonna do that? Just to go do the same thing. So go to sketching, choose the text, and I'm gonna choose font 7 now. Okay, so it's gonna be 7. Okay, and I'm gonna type something like part number or something like that. So I'm gonna say part space dash space, and then it's the part number MS, my initial, and then the number. So do 21421. Okay, so I assume this is the part what we would like to engrave. So I say okay. Now I have that. You see the typing there is the same every time, came like this. Now for a curved ones, what you need to do is just to make it follow the curve. You have different depending on the feature on the curve. So either you can start from the beginning, or you start from the middle, or you start from the end. Okay. So now I'm gonna see, you go to the point you want to start from, and just you go through the curve. So when you move to the curve, the mouse along the curve, so it will bend to this one. Now you can click when you see the right one. Once you clicked, now you got the writing on this side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just turn it around so I can see the extrusion or the protrusion, whatever. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, so let me go to back home. Okay, and then extrude. And instead of plus, I want to make it minus, cut a chain. That's fine. So I'm going to click the chain. It is a minus. And then right click on the thing. There's one here. So now this is outside. This is going to be taken outside. So I want to put it inside. Okay, but inside how much? 1.5 millimeter. Same. 1.5 millimeter. Very good. So we were able to do the engraving along a curve. Okay, now the next step is, let me zoom a little bit. So why? So I can choose a color if you want to make it different. I can use different color, by the way, but it's okay anyway. But there is a way. Okay, so now I go to view, part painter, gold, same thing. Now I need to go to one of the, and then you click on one of the text, and then he'll take all of them. They will take the same color. Okay, so now close, And now let's go back to home. So as you can see, we were able to do all the heat. Now the things, then we need to clean things. Now I'm going to do what? I'm going to hide plane number 4. I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to hide also the right plane. And I'm going to hide the current axis. I don't need it. Okay, now there are some stuff left because of the work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the design body, hide it. Okay, so now everything here, the things I need to no, let me go to home. Okay, home. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight these things and I'm going to get rid of them. Okay, delete. So I'm going to delete everything. Now I can bring back the design bodies, and here is the design body. Now let me zoom, make it fit. Oh, sorry. So now I got the final part, which has a text in the front on a plane surface, and text on a curved surface, and text are engrooved along a curved line. This will end the session for today, and I would like to thank you for watching the video, and I would like to hear or get back your feedback. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and give it a thumb up. Have a wonderful day, and see you soon on another video. Good luck, and wishing you all the best. Bye-bye.